Okay, we'll make a start, guys. So this week we're going to explore our 8 limbs of yoga, which was written by a sage named Patanjali many moons ago. But in essence, in layman's terms, what that is it's kind of like, say if you were standing in front of a tree, it would be the 8 branches that you climb in order to reach the top. And the top would be samadhi, bliss, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, union with the divine. So it's like the uppermost part of yoga, where you enter the void, so to speak. It's a very vast topic, so we're going to kind of rush through it a little bit. But we're going to explore each of those branches. That's called the lower path in order to reach the higher path. I'll describe it quickly, but we'll go through it in detail as we're doing it. So we have our yamas and our niyamas, which are practices towards the world, and then self-study and observance. We have asana, which we do all of the time. So that's preparing and conditioning your physical body. We have breath, which is pranayama, pratyahara, which is sense withdrawal, which we'll do at the same time. We'll just close our eyes, shut off some of our senses, turn more inwards, and we'll breathe in order to prepare the mind. We then have Dhyana and Dharana, which is meditation and concentration, which again we always do in each session that we have together. But that's about kind of focusing on one point and then allowing yourself to go into a meditative state so that you can reach samadhi. Samadhi you can't do, it happens to you when you've done all of these 8 limbs. So we'll start with our yamas and our niyamas. So we're going to think about how we do our poses, and then we're going to observe the effects in our body. So let's make a start. Come to any comfortable seat. It can look like me, it might be legs outstretched, you might be on a block or a blanket or both. And start to bring some alignment into your body. So bring your shoulders over your hips. Start to grow the spine nice and tall. So maybe draw your navel a little bit in, just to give you some structure here to hold your spine up. Roll your shoulders up and down your back body to open your heart. Start to bring yourself more into the present moment now. So you might want to close your eyes, just sense into your physical body, sense into your surroundings, where you are in space. Start to tune in and check in with what's going on with you today. So this might be an opportunity to kind of have a little scan through your body. And remember, we're not trying to change anything at this point. We're just accepting ourselves exactly as we are, with no judgment or criticism or analysing, just awareness. That's all you need. So have a scan. It might be from head to toe, it might be from toe to head. You don't need to label anything, just be aware of all of those little nuances of sensation. Letting go of your busy morning and anything that's to happen after here. Reaching the crown of the head nice and tall, let the shoulders melt down away from the ears. Relax your arms and face. And start to marry your breath and body together. So feel the breath coming into your physical body. You might feel a rise and fall of your chest and belly, or it might be the temperature of the breath that you pay attention to. With each breath you become more present, more aware, more open, more in the moment. And as you breathe out, you let go of busyness and distraction, just a little bit. Remember, sometimes we have to let go of things a million times before they truly leave us, so this is the first step. And maybe, just maybe, you deepen that breath and you pause in between the in and out breath. So taking your time, slowing down. As you slow down the body, slow down the breath, and move into that field of awareness, see if you can apply the same to your mind. So if you like, you can imagine floating above your own mind so that you're not distracted, pulled about by or driven by your thoughts, but you're able to look down and see what's going on for you this morning. Again, without pushing away or avoiding or trying to change, simply seeing through the lens of love and acceptance what is going on for you this morning. Maybe you see your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky, or maybe a river passing by you. And in this field of awareness of the mind, maybe you'd like to set an intention for your practice this morning, planting a little seed in your subconscious. It could be based on what we're doing today, so it might be something like, I joyously walk the lower path in order to reach the higher path. But it can be anything you like. Whatever comes up for you is perfect. Just repeat that 3 times in your mind. And allow that to fade into the background so it can do its work all on its own. So we'll bring some gentle movement into the body now. This is a free form section, so again, it doesn't have to look like what I'm doing or anybody else. You can really make this your own. If you have your legs crossed one way, you might like to cross them the other way, but don't worry if not. And you can start with the head and neck, but any part of the body is fine. So maybe it's rolling the head and neck around in nice big circles. Again, this isn't prescriptive, so try to lean into sensation and urges rather than how it looks or thinking about it too much. So rolling the head and neck around. You might do this much smaller than me, it might be much bigger, you might do something else in another part of the body. And it might feel really strange at first not to be told exactly what to do, but there's an important message in there. You might bring one ear down to one shoulder to stretch the sides of the neck. You might bring the chin down onto the chest and then back up towards the sky. Let those movements flow down into the shoulders if you're moving your head, but again you can move any part of the body. So again it might be rolling the shoulders, it could be shaking the shoulders, shrugging the shoulders, it might be something entirely different. Just being curious about everything. If you don't like something, remember there's plenty of other options, so you can change it in any way you like to suit your body and your practice. Let those movements come down into the arms. Maybe you reach up towards the sky, it could be one arm and then the other. And then start to explore the space around you. Again, make this nice and flowy, nice and soft. Again, no particular shapes here or postures need to come in. It can just be anything you like. And you'll notice as you move your arms and explore your energy field, so the space around your body where your energy emits itself, that your spine starts to move too. And I want you to imagine here, clearing out the space of any negativity, any bad vibes, ones you put on yourself, ones other people have placed on you, new or old, but imagining this energy centre clear, open, receptive and safe. And at the same time, you're placing a beautiful protective bubble around you where nobody else's stuff is going to come in. So maybe you start to explore the sides of the body in a side bend, or maybe it's a twist. Maybe you start to explore the floor with your fingertips, so you might move into some kind of forward fold or back bend. And you can go back to any of the previous parts of the body if you want to bring those in. Maybe here you take your legs out and have a little exploration of what it feels like to have your legs outstretched. So you can continue twisting, side bends, forward fold, back bends. It can be anything you like, or maybe it's more exploring the legs, the knees, giving them a shake. It might be the hips, you might want to rock on the hips, circle the spine. Might be the toes that you focus on. Have a little play of the lower half of the body from the waist down. And when you're ready, you're going to come back into your comfortable seat. Take your time. If there's any last bit of your body that needs a shake or a shimmy or a stretch, make sure you allow yourself time to do that before coming back into your seat. So we're going to take a little chair pose series, and what I want you to think about is how you act during these poses. So with the yamas, you're going to look at things like truthfulness. So be honest about where your body is this morning. If it's stiff and achy and sore, do you need to push it really, really hard? No. That ties in nicely with non-violence. So violence to your body would be pushing yourself too hard or not pushing yourself enough, actually, because that's also harmful. And then thinking about non-greed. So you don't want to steal energy from your body that you need later on in the session. So if you go 110% in this series, what's going to be left for later? And those principles, those moral practices, can be bled out into the rest of your life. Unfortunately, we don't have time to discuss that this morning, but think about, as you move through your day, how you can apply those kinds of ethics all the time. So make your way up to standing in any way that feels safe to you. And we'll start with some more gentler versions of this. Remember that you can take breaks as you need to, and you can modify this in any way you like. So first of all, we'll just start off with chair pose. Take a nice deep inhale. Raise your arms up on the diagonal with your palms facing in to the centre line. Exhale and send your hips back, 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 like you're going to sit on a chair. Engage your quads, pressing your feet into the ground. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe naturally here. Take some deep breaths. Inhale as you come up and over into a forward fold. Exhale as you come down. Inhale to raise back into chair. Send your glutes back. Keep your quads engaged. Breathe out when you get to the top. Inhale up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Keep going, guys. So now I want you to let go of my guidance and work at your own pace with your breath and your body. So it may look entirely different to me, and that's fine. You may not want to go as deeply into the chair pose. You might want to take it further. It's up to you this morning. Next time you come down into chair pose, you're going to hold it there. Breathing deeply down into the belly. Option now to bring it to a twist. So bring your hands together, turn your body one way. Now you can stay nice and upright if you want to here, or you can bring your elbow to the outside of your thigh. Try and keep your hips There's already giggling going on. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Come up through the centre. Release your hands back into chair pose. You're going to remember me again in a couple of days. As you're going up the stairs, you're going to think, oh, that woman. And then turn to the other side. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Are you remembering your moral practices here, or are you just thinking about how much it hurts? So it should never really hurt. Challenge you is what I want. Come back to the centre and do that again, either side. Don't hate me.
It's fun, to let the stairs down.
I just want you to remember me, that's all. I'm needy. Come back to the centre. And again on the other side, I can feel the heat building in my body already. So really good for burning away impurities. There we go, that's what we want.
Why did I do legs yesterday?
Yeah, anyone who's done a leg workout is going to regret coming to class this morning. Come back into the centre. Let's take a nice big stretch up. Wow, I can feel that. Exhale, bring your arms down. I also did legs and I'm regretting it. Take a few deep breaths here. And we're going to come into our Niyama now. So just for a second, we're going to hold ourselves in mountain pose. Standing nice and tall, everything in a line. So knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips. Heart open, palms facing forward. Observe your body and what's coming up for you without judgment or criticism or analysis. Just notice how it feels for your body to be challenged. How it feels to bring those practices in. So you'll be pleased to know we have another chair pose. We're going to come down. Inhaling as you raise your arms and send your glutes back. Exhale and bring your hands into prayer position at your heart. Now you can stay where you are, remember that's an option, or you can bring your weight down into one leg and you're simply going to, you're going to straighten one leg and come into a balancing version of that. If you can't do that, just bring your heel down to the ground, that is okay. You can use it as a little kickstand. So breathe, breathe, breathe. The simple poses aren't always easy. Coming back, have a little shake out if you need to. If not, you're going to try the other side. One side may be more difficult than the other, and that's completely normal. Breathe, breathe, breathe. See if you can sink a little lower. Awesome job, guys. Keep breathing. Coming all the way up. Perfect. Have a little shake out. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come into what's called an Egyptian sun salutation. So it's a nice little flow. And I'm not usually very alignment focused in my classes because I believe that everybody's body is so unique that what's safe for one person just isn't safe for the other. And I trust that you know your body's best. But we are going to look a little bit at alignment today. And so the reason for that is because we're conditioning our body to breathe properly. So if your posture is good, you can breathe more effectively. If you're all kind of crumpled down, you're not going to get the air in that you need, and it's going to have a ricochet effect for your health. So come to the top of your mat, facing the short edge. Come into mountain pose. So feet around hip width distance apart, but it can be further, it can be closer together. And we'll take this nice and slow. Really think about what we're doing, and then we're going to do a speed run, because we like to do those. Okay, so inhale, bend the knees slightly, swoop your arms up, lean back, so go lower back, middle back, upper back. Exhale, come up and over, reach up to the sky, then flatten your back as you come forwards. Then release at the halfway point, bringing the crown of the head down towards the floor. Stay here for a few breaths. So here you can paddle your feet, you can sway if you want to, or you can just hang out in some stillness, but try to tuck your chin and let the crown of your head fall towards the floor. We're folding from our hips here, so try not to
hunch your back too much. And you can keep a gentle bend in your knees to protect your back. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe into your back. Press your hands into your shins or thighs and just come up halfway. So press your shoulders away from your ears. Nice flat back, drawing the navel in a little bit. Exhale, bend your knees and plant your palms on the earth. You're going to step your left leg back as far as it will go, coming briefly into a lunge. So your knee is going to be over your ankle, sending energy through your back foot. So lovely straight back leg, pressing that heel back, hips are square to the mat. Now, option to stay here, particularly if you have groin issues or low back issues. If not, you're going to come into a version of pigeon pose. So where your foot is, you're going to replace your knee with that foot. No, foot with the knee, that's it. And you're going to sit down onto your foot. If it hurts to sit down onto your foot, you can move it out to the side, but that doesn't work in my body. You got it? That's all right. Untuck the back toe, so your top of your foot is flat on the earth. Perfect. And then stay nice and upright. Any version of this is fine. If it feels safe, it's not hurting, you're okay. I'm getting some funny faces in the corner here. These are my naughty students. That's why they're in the corner, to keep them there. So breathe here, widen your collarbone, slightly lengthen the throat, and look up. Beautiful pigeons you are. So I'm going to turn to the side, but you guys stay where you are, just so you can see. We're going to swing that leg out and come onto our bottom in one fail swoop if you can, but if not,
Which leg?
this leg that's out the back.
Right, like
The long leg, yeah.
The long leg,
Swoop
right.
it out to the side. That's it. So, and again, this will be based on your hips. It might be further forward than me or further back.
Or just in bottom.
Or just, yeah. So sitting up nice and tall, you're going to inhale, come up and over towards that leg. So opposite hand up and over. Open the side body. Exhale, cartwheel your arms through the air and take a side bend the other way. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Perfect. Come back to the middle and just take a moment here. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to make our way back. I'm laughing because I know what's coming in the corner here. They're going to look at me and scoff. We're going to come into our low lunge. So you're going to step your foot, bring your hands forward and swing that leg back. Ow. There's a wall there. Okay, so hopefully you don't have a wall behind you. Come back into your low lunge. Yeah. Yeah. So again, you might be hyperextending here, so just bring that knee back in line with the ankle. Perfect. Okay, so bring that foot back. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Bring your foot back and come into a high armed plank. So again here, we really need bottoms down in line with the body. The tendency is to have the bottom right up here. So take a few deep breaths. Then I've got a very interesting pose for you here. And it's called 8-limbed pose. So you want 8 limbs on the floor. I'll talk you through it, don't worry. So who's got 8 limbs? Okay, we're going to drop our knees. Keep your toes tucked. Keeping your bottom in the air, you're going to bring your chest and chin down. So like this. Got it? Keep your elbows off of the floor.
Elbows off the floor?
It's a very, yeah.
Oh, okay, of course.
It's a very flattering pose, as you can see. So take a few deep breaths, feel those 8 points that meet the floor. You've never looked sexier, all of you. And then you're going to scoop up into your cobra pose, bringing your elbows in. I love the sound effects. This video's going on YouTube, and it's going to have this going, oh, ah. So elbows, you would, yeah, making it accessible to everyone. Bringing the elbows in, collarbones wide. Let that glute relax now. So let the glutes relax, the hips drop towards the floor. You should feel a nice stretch in your low back, nothing too painful. Keeping that neck nice and long. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Are you just imagining everyone still in that pose? Then exhale back into child's pose.
Perfect. So bring your hips down towards your heels. Let your forehead come to the floor. If you need your knees wider, then do that. And don't worry if there's a giant gap between your glutes and your heels. Relax. Let your belly be soft. Breathe into your back. Draw your elbows in towards your waist again, leaving your palms flat on the floor. Press into your hands, but don't bring them off of the ground. Lift your head up as you inhale and look up. That's it, beautiful. Exhale, come down. Stretch your arms again forwards. And as you inhale, you're going to raise your body in one piece. So bring your ears, arms, everything all in line, like a trapdoor opening, all the way up to the sky. That's it, one bit. Inhale. Exhale down. Same thing, keep everything in alignment. Come all the way down. Draw your elbows in once again. Press into the palms. Inhale, look up, keeping the hands on the floor. Don't beat your hair. And then exhale down. This time, tuck your toes and come straight up into that forward fold. So you can walk your hands and feet together if you need to. Take a little sway here, take a little ragdoll, do whatever you need. And then bend the knees slightly, inhale and swoop the arms up towards the heavens, leaning back when you get there, upward salute. Exhale, bring your hands into prayer position at your heart. Beautiful, so we're going to do that all again on the other side, because I know you enjoyed it so much the first time round. So, let's go. Inhaling, leaning back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant palms. Inhale, step your right leg back this time, as far as it will go, arriving in your low lunge position. Breathe naturally here. Tuck your toes in towards your groin and bring the knee down onto the earth. I've got no room behind me. I'm just going to have a little shuffle forward. So stay here, collarbones wide, breathing. Release the top of the foot to the floor, so no longer have your toes tucked. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Scoop round, so you're swooping that leg from behind you, coming to sitting. That's it. Inhale up and over into your side bend. And the other way. We missed you last week. It was a bit serious, wasn't it? Yeah. Take a little pause here. Come back into your low lunge, so you want to swing that leg back round, bring the foot back between the hands, align your knee, breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice straight leg. You guys are doing like a dance or something, like you're like break dancing, I don't really see what over there. Okay, bring your back leg to meet the other one, so you're arriving in your high armed plank. Bottoms down, shoulders pushing away from the ears, nice long neck. And then your favourite pose, dropping the knees, then bringing the chin and chest down, leaving the bottom up in the air, and leaving the hands on the floor. So take some deep breaths here. Stop giggling. Bring the elbows into the waist. And then slide, dropping your hips down, untucking your toes up into your cobra, or maybe it's a baby cobra with the elbows more bent. Keep those collarbones wide, breathing in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Press back into your child's pose, sending your glutes towards your heels. Draw the elbows in, press into the hands, inhale and just peel your body from the ground, leaving the hands down. Exhale, come down. Straighten your arms, breathing naturally. Take a deep inhale as you raise the body up, keeping the bottom and the heels together as much as possible. Everything in one line. Exhale, come down nice and slow, using your core. Draw Draw the elbows in as you inhale. Exhale. Inhale, peel the body from the ground. Look up. Exhale, come down. Tuck the toes. Come up into that forward fold as you inhale. Step the hands towards the feet or the feet towards the hands, whichever you prefer. Breathe naturally and hang out in your forward fold here. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, inhale and swoop the arms up and back into your upward salute. Exhale and bring them down into prayer position. Beautiful. So we're going to do that all again on either side, and this time with a little bit more speed. Maybe not you, Nikki. You can do it whatever.
In my own time.
Yes, we'll wait for you, don't worry. We'll meet you at the end. I won't even look at what you're doing.
It's just going to turn the...
Yeah, turn it camera.
Inhale, leaning back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms. Inhale, step your left leg back as far as it will go. Breathe naturally here. Come down into pigeon pose, bringing your foot right into your groin for this version. Press the tops of the feet into the floor, widen the collarbones and breathe. Swing your back leg round, come onto your bottom. Once you're there, inhale and up and over towards that extended leg. Exhale through the air. Inhale as you arrive on the other side. Exhale, come forward, come back into that low lunge, so swing that leg back round, replace the foot on the floor. Keep breathing. Send your I can't concentrate. Send your foot back. That's the next limb we've got to explore with you guys. Concentration. Coming from your ADHD yoga teacher. Yeah. Coming into that high armed plank. Drop your knees, your chin and chest. Down into 8-limbed pose. Breathe, breathe. I'm going to call it giggly yoga session. Slide up into your cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Press the hips back. Slide the elbows in. Inhale and peel just your body from the earth. Exhale down. Inhale, straighten the arms and then raise them up, peeling the body off of the mat, bringing everything all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale, slide the arms in, press into the palms, look up. Exhale down. Stop it. Tuck the toes, come up into a forward fold. Releasing the body. I feel like when you're doing a presentation at school and the teacher's like, stop laughing. And whatever you do, you just can't stop laughing. Inhale up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, swoop the arms up, lean back. Exhale down to your heart. Take a little moment, we've got one more round. So coming to the front of your mat. Okay, inhale, lean back. Exhale down. Inhale up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms. This time step your right leg back as far as it will go, coming into your low lunge. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Replace the foot with your knee, coming into pigeon pose. Press the top of the foot into the mat, fully extend that back leg, nice wide shoulder, what are these? Collarbones.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, swing your back leg round. Sitting on your bottom, that's perfect. Inhale up and over. Right, we've got another naughty student. I'm going to have to start a list, aren't I?
push you all with more chair pose at the end. Coming up. Beautiful. Okay, coming back into that low lunge, swing that leg back round, tuck the toes, step your foot between your hands, slide that back leg away if you need to. Let your hips open. Plant the palms, bring this foot back to meet the other one, coming into a high armed plank. Nice extended arms, everything in alignment. Drop your knees, your chin and your chest, keeping the bottom up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Slide into your cobra, dropping your hips, pressing the tops of the feet into the earth, opening your heart. Exhale back into child's pose. Draw the elbows in, press into the hands, inhale up. Exhale down. Extend the arms. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, bringing your elbows in, press into the palms, lift the body up. Exhale down. Tuck the toes, coming into a forward fold in your own way. Have a little shake, have a little shimmy. You can shake your head yes and no here, whatever you need to do. Inhale, right up, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, swoop the arms, bend the knees into that upward salute. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center in prayer position. The torture is over, guys. So we're going to come into our yin position now. So if you need to put any clothing back on, or socks, or blankets, or cushions, grab those out. Well-deserved rest. You don't need to walk. Yeah, you don't need to. Okay, so come down onto a lying back position and leave your knees bent up. So let's just play around with the spine a little bit here. You might need to tuck your pelvis, you might need to tuck your chin, move your shoulders down away from your ears. So the most gentle version of this is that you're just going to let your knees flop over to one side. You can just let one knee flop down if that feels too much on your back. If you want a super twisty version that's going to give you a deeper sensation this morning, you're going to pick up your right leg, wrap it over the left, and then extra little twist, you're going to hook your ankle behind your calf, if you can. If not, just do the thighs. And then you're going to let your knees fall down towards the earth. Now, arms can be outstretched in a T position. Pretty sure I just broke something. Don't know what it was. We'll figure it out later. So try and keep your shoulders on the earth. Keep your head facing upright because we're going to bring in some breath work. So this is your pranayama and your pratyahara. So pranayama is breath, it's life force energy. It's bringing energy into the body and distributing it correctly so that we can be happy, healthy and whole. And then that energy that we emit into the world is going to be more balanced, more joyous, and it's going to heal other people around us. So let's bring that in. Pratyahara is sense withdrawal. So I encourage you in the yin to always take a more inward journey, especially by closing your eyes and shutting off that sense. Letting go of the field of hearing in the sense that you just allow sounds to be whatever they are without trying to think about them too much. And start to tune more inwards, letting go of your external experiences and environment and going more inward. So, if you want to join me, you're going to bring your right hand thumb onto your right nostril and your left ring finger onto your left nostril. You're just resting them at this point. The two fingers in between are going to gently press onto your third eye. If you've twisted the other way, it might be your left hand if it's feeling super weird. So play around with it, which hand you're using. Huh?
Could you tell us which hand's doing what?
So left right thumb on right nostril and left ring finger on left nostril. Your two fingers in the middle are resting on your third eye. You're going to press gently onto your right nostril to close it and inhale through the left. Close off your left nostril, breathe out through the right. Stay here, inhale through the right. Close the right nostril. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left nostril. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right nostril. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left nostril. So continue that, exhaling and inhaling on one side, closing the nostril and swapping sides at your own pace now. When you're ready, drop those hands away, let your breath return to natural. And enjoy working through those kosher layers of physical body, energy and breath, memory and emotion. In your own way. Let your awareness dance wherever it wants to go. So as always, I have some quotes for you. This one is on Pratyahara, so going inwards. It's the fifth limb of yoga. And it says, go inside, observe your thoughts, feel sensations and honour emotions without judging yourself. Accept yourself in this moment and realise that you are enough. When you're ready, gently roll so both hips come back onto the mat. Untie your legs. Bring your knees onto your chest. Give them a nice big hug, a nice big squeeze. You can bring your nose up to your knees if you want to and curl it into a little ball. Or maybe you draw some circles with your knees and just stretch out your back. When you're ready, bring your feet back down to the earth, and we'll do the same thing on the other side
fall over one way, or you can bring your left thigh over your right, either leaving it there or tucking the ankle behind the calf too, and then you let your knees fall down to the earth on the right hand side. So keep your face upwards if possible, arms come out to the side to start with, and then we're going to practice our breathing on the other side, although it's exactly the same thing. So you're going to bring your left hand thumb to your left nostril, and your left ring finger to your right hand nostril. The two fingers rest in the middle, and begin breathing the same. So start with an inhale, close the nostril, exhale the other side, inhale same side, and close the nostril. So exhaling, inhaling, closing the nostril, and then swapping sides. Work with your breath at your own pace. So this is really soothing for your body. It switches on the parasympathetic nervous system response. It also balances both sides of the body, so your masculine and feminine energy, heat and coolness, and is good for left and right brain function. So your logical, rational, thinking mind and your intuitive, emotional, creative mind. Let that breathing go, let your hand fall away, just breathe your natural organic breath. Working through those layers. This quote is from Rumi. It says, as you start to walk on the way appears. So thinking about climbing those branches of the tree, it's going to lead you to a life with more purpose, more connection, more direction. When you're ready, bring your hips back to the mat. Untie your feet Bring your knees down into your chest and give them a really big hug, a really big squeeze. Gently rolling those knees around if you want to. You could be rocking from side to side or up and down on your spine, just anything you need to reset that spine. And when you're ready, you're going to make your way down into Shavasana, your final relaxation pose. So stretch your legs out if that's most comfortable. If not, you can leave them bent up. And again, playing around with the tuck of your pelvis, the position of your shoulders, maybe they need to come down away from the ears, maybe tucking the chin. Let your arms relax down by your sides with the palms flipped up, and your knees, feet and thighs are just relaxing away from one another. Bring a blanket over the body if that feels okay. Pop socks back on, do whatever you need to do. And this is your opportunity to have a little stretch, a little wiggle, a little shake, a yawn, a sigh. Getting out any excess energy from your body so that you can move into that deeper state of relaxation. So we're going to practice our concentration element here, but it also ties in with meditation. They often come hand in hand. Meditation is not about not having any thoughts and having an empty mind. It's about being the observer and sitting in the field of awareness. Concentration, however, is trying to stay focused on what you're doing and being loving in that process. So if you do get distracted or dragged about by a thought, a sensation, a memory, an emotion, accept that with love and just come back to what we're doing gently. There's no need for, criticism or harsh judgments here on ourselves. So let's start by inviting that deeper sense of relaxation into the body. You can say this in your mind. I give myself permission to deeply relax. I give myself permission to deeply relax. And here, using breath and body, we'll take a sensory rotation through the body to allow each part of us to be open, receptive, and relaxed. And your next in-breath, as you exhale, I want you to relax all of your toes. You don't need to move your toes or do anything with them, just let them relax. Taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, let your feet, the soles of your feet, tops of your feet, and your ankles completely relax. If it helps, you can imagine them as heavy, melting down into the earth. Inhale, and as you exhale, shins and calves, so everything from the knee down is completely relaxed. Emphasis on our out breath here. Breathing in as you breathe out, tops and backs of the thighs and the glutes. Completely relax. Let your pelvis open, melt down into the earth. Take a deep inhale, front of the belly, the low belly and the low back, completely. On your next exhale, your collarbones, chest, upper and middle back, completely relax. So your entire torso, both of your legs and feet, are heavy, warm, open, calm and relaxed. Next, exhale, let that sensation wash down the front and the backs of your arms and across the tops of your shoulders. Both arms are completely relaxed. Next, exhale, your palms, the backs of your hands and all of your fingers. Everything from your neck down, warm, relaxed and open.
your jaw, your face, your scalp, your entire head. Relax. Next, exhale your whole body. Relax. Sensing into the body as a whole, radiant field of sensation. Every cell, every muscle, tendon, organ, just radiant sensation. Now I want you to extend your exhale by 1 or 2 counts. And I want you to imagine yourself as a vessel, a cup, something empty. And every time you breathe out, you remove any kind of negative energy, blockages, baggage from this vessel, from your body. So eventually your cup will be completely empty. So you could picture these things as maybe a colour of black, and as you breathe out, the black leaves your body. Or maybe it's just a feeling of cleanliness, emptiness, openness. Maybe you don't think too much on it. Just trust the process of breathing out and letting go. The deeper the exhale, the more you let go. Now, as you inhale, I want you to imagine inhaling a white golden light. And it's going to start to fill this cup, this empty vessel, from the tips of your toes all the way to the top of your head. So inhaling, filling up with this light from the tips of your toes into your ankles. On your next inhale, filling up the calves and the shins up to your knees. On your next inhale, filling up the knees, the thighs, and the pelvis. On your next inhale, the glutes, all the way up the back of the spine. On your next inhale, all the way from the low belly into your collarbones and chest. So everything from your shoulders down is filled with white golden light that heals you and fills you with joy, bliss, and radiance. On your next inhale, it travels down your arms and into your hands, the palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, and into your fingers and fingertips. Everything from the neck down, bathing, filled, glowing through your skin, with radiance, peace, bliss. Inhaling into your throat, the sides of the throat, the back of the neck. Inhaling into the face and the scalp. Inhaling the entire of your body filled with beautiful white golden light. Allow yourself to remain here for the next few moments in pure bliss. nice stretch, reaching your arms up overhead, lengthening your body as much as possible. And then bending your knees and rolling onto one side of your body, whichever side feels most safe for you. Staying there, giving yourself a big hug, a big squeeze. Taking a gentle smile to yourself if that feels okay. Reminding yourself of your sankalpa, your intention that you set at the start of your practice, so you can carry it with you whenever you leave here. And carry this feeling with you. Bring your hands down onto the earth and make your way back into your comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And we'll just end our session today with a few final clearing breaths together. So taking a nice big deep breath down into the belly, bring your arms wide and your hands all the way up above you, touching your palms together. Take an even bigger, even deeper exhale as you slowly float your fingers through the air and touch the earth. An even bigger, even deeper breath down into the belly. Bring your arms up once again. Even bigger, deeper breath out. Let go of anything you want to leave behind. One more time up. This time leave your hands in prayer position. Exhale as you bring them down past your third eye and onto your heart center, Anahata. Soften the elbows. Bring your chin down onto your chest. Take a bow for yourself, your beautiful practice this morning. Trying new things, walking the lower path. A bow to each other for the shared group energy and the space that you hold for one another. And I vow to you for practicing